Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith of Smith in the Black. Excuse me, Smith in the Black, and we got a good old-fashioned tech wreck going on. But let's take a look. We're talking about those monthlies in the Strat Attack show that we want to pay attention to, and you can see that SPY here taking this out. Right, so anytime we're below this level, we want to know about that this month. Right, below 455.30. We're there now. Right, so after yesterday's reprieve, if you will, we had an outside day, then an inside day, and now we're an outside day, right? And so the question is, can we continue to do that? But anytime we have this monthly, we certainly want to know about that, right? So it's a little bit of a chop shop walking down. Remember, yesterday afternoon was real tight in here at the end of the day, and then they tried to spike it up, and then boom, 2-2 reversal right here on the 15. Down it goes, inside and down 15. Been a little choppy down in here, as you can see, so it hasn't been a real clean move. If you go to QQQ, remember we were talking about this right here, right? This smaller broadening formation, higher highs and lower lows, and the bigger one, right there, and boom, we take that out, right? And so once again, that monthly level here, something we want to know about here below 384.82. Right, we take that out. So right now we got some monthly issues going on for some of these broader averages. If we go to the Dow Jones, you can see Dow Jones now all of a sudden acting better, right? It was an inside day yesterday and pokes up just a little bit, but nowhere near taking all this out. So Dow is your strength here today, believe it or not. It's been our weakness, but it's come down quite a bit. So right now, Dow Jones holding on. So the question is going to be Strat on Monday, the 122, right? Or does it weaken later? Does it weaken with everything else later today? We'll keep an eye on that. But so far, Dow your strength. If we go to small cappers. Small cappers. Your outside day, inside day, outside day. But these two still stuck in here, but taking out last month's lows once again. So if the Dow starts to fade, then we might see some real nice selling. If you go to the QQQ here, because we know this is our weakness today. You can see this on the 5-minute. Not everybody's going to be able to trade off a 5-minute, but you can see this here is how you get in. When you hear me say triangle layout, see all these highs, all this stuff, it all got taken out. And then a slight higher high, that's a 2 up and 2 down. Boom, you're in. Now let's take them back down to the lows, right? That's how you get in on stuff like that. So we know the Dow's stronger, so we get a little bit of industrials, not a real lot of strength, but IBM at least is taking out yesterday's highs and going after last week's highs. Doji on the month, not really doing much. But if we were to firm up, which we aren't right now because this tech wreck that's looming over everybody. If you go to Triple M, that's trying to go outside day to the upside. You had Cummins engine, little bit, but you can see not too much. If anything, we saw some strength in some XLP, Pepsi, and don't need a fiver for Pepsi, that's for sure. Pepsi here, you can see this was an inside day. Poke down Strat day to the upside, right? And that's setting up the hammer weaker. So they're trying to rotate into some things, but how long this is going to last is another story. If we go to Kimberly Clark, also coming up a little bit, Mondelez. Like I said, slim pickings on the real gunners here on the upside, but at least you can pick onto an XLP theme to a certain extent, because right now you still have like financials are still inside day, and XLF, FAS. Still inside day, although getting closer. So it's not totally everybody tech wreck city, though. If we go to TLT bonds going up in this, taking out last month's highs. So the bonds having a nice little day. TLT. If we go to Tandem. And Tandem having a nice morning here, coming out the chute, and here's a 2 down day by taking out the lows. Now these 2 days become an outside bar of that, and if that works, it sets up the hammer for the week if they want to keep bringing this thing up. If we go to FedEx taking out yesterday's highs. That's something I'd want to know about. Not totally gunning here either, but setting up the hammer for the week, so maybe we get back into the transports. We'll see. If we get to Krispy Kreme, it's come to that. Donuts, inside day to the upside, having a nice little day, and we'll see if that triangles them out at all in the 15. You can see this is how you get in on this. 2 up, 2 down, boom, you're in right there, and then maybe you can add on an inside 15 or up there. We'll see if anything more comes of that. Gold after yesterday comes back, roaring back a little bit. And you remember yesterday, we had an outside day, then an inside day, 3-1-2 down. The magnitude was to take this 3 out, which it did. And now it's a 1-2-2 rev strat back to the upside. So gold popping back up. But like I said, it's a little slim pickings on the upside because we got, whoa, docu. Hoo boy. Flatlining down in here, but boy, they just get smacked down on the earnings. And here you can see on the big broadening formation in here, you can see all this in here, the lower lows and the higher highs, and then boom, back all the way through. DOMO also getting a smackdown, and if you could get to a 30, how's our 30 looking in here? You can see this inside 30 right here and still working. That's a nice little move there off the 30 below. 55.41 trading 48.74, not bad. If we go to, well, we knew some of the big names are already having problems. Netflix here, and whatever, this is it. A lot of these were in the video last night because we had that big rally yesterday, rally back, but you had a lot of these guys doing nothing. NASDAQ, here's your Netflix right here. 2 up, 2 down reversal. A lot of these monthlies we'll be talking about certainly in the weekend vid that we talked about in the Strat Attack show on Tuesday. If you go to Amazon, whew, so it's still okay on the month so far, but you could see yesterday, remember that big rally? Nope. No. Right, so you can see a relative weakness there. We'll see if that gives up anything more here. If we go to Facebook, and Facebook also did not participate in yesterday's rally. You open them up and crap them down. Hits magnitude that we've been looking for on the monthly. The 2 up, the 2 down, then these 2 months become an outside bar of that. So we'll see if anything more comes of that. Starting to firm up just a tad here. Futu, what's going on with you? Futu rallying back in China because we know China's been having some issues here too, right? So your Babas and your Baides and all that kind of stuff here still puking and just kind of stuck in here now, but we'll see. We got a lot of inside 60s that got stuck in here. Baidu here now trying to rev strat back up, but JD, we knew about this because of the 2 up, 2 down week. And so a lot of this stuff might be exhausting. We'll see. It's stuck in this mother bar here. You see that? Because it did its job. Here's what we're looking for it to do. The 2 up on the highs and then 2-2 reversal. And now you can see here the lower lows and the higher highs. There's your broadening formation. So a lot of this stuff is hitting magnitude. Tandem goes to the highs as I speak. If we go to Microsoft, and Microsoft, the 2 up, 2 down monther, all right? And so all the more of this that starts to occur, the more we want to know about that because we got a lot of month left here. Market trying to firm up here just a little bit. Like I said, when you have these outside bars like SPY, it did what it was supposed to do. It was supposed to be an outside day. Did it. The question is, the seller's going to step down below here, or we're just going to firm up and come back into it. So far we're coming back into it on the new 60, right? We're always watching that new 60. If you go to NVIDIA, and NVIDIA still handling inside month, so like I said, that's somewhat good for the semiconductors because we know SMH here nowhere near taking out last month's low, so that's somewhat positive here. So, but NVIDIA does do this. Does take out last week's lows. Not totally getting killed, but something to pay attention to. If we go to MongoDB, and here, these are the guys that we're going to be going after. And so a lot of this will be in the weekend vids. The 2 up, the 2 down reversal months, and you can see what they did to them here. Boom, So right now, just exhaustion risk by going into recent lows. So a lot of this stuff's going to have to reset up. Market's still continuing to firm up here. If we go to Bill, B-I-L-L, and B-I-L-L, once again, 2 up, shooter reversal. Takes care of business on all these guys. You can see this on the weekly, the higher high and now the lower low broadening formation. So a lot of this stuff is playing out, but with the monthlies still in force, we're going to keep an eye on them all month. If we go to LI, hoo boy, smoked. And there's your outside month, outside weak. You got some more room down in here to take some of these guys out, but once again, you can see the higher high, the lower low, the higher high. Boom, the 2-2 reversal, and down she goes. You can watch that Chinese scooters, NIU, also having some problems. China. If we go to Adobe, and Adobe, 2 up, 2 down monther. And right there, that's going to get our attention. And boy, they smacked this thing down. Now you're inside on the 60. If we go to Cyber, and Cyber, inside day to the downside, the 3-2-2, right? That's what we want to know about, right? Because you remember last week was the rev strat, 1-2-2 down, and if that worked, set this up, boom, 2-2 down, 3-2-2. So the magnitude would be to take this out, 152.93, right? So you're almost there on that. That's a nice little hit there. If we go to Coop, and Coop, and this has been coming down for a while, right? And still going. So just some exhaustion risk by going into shorter term lows. So we'll see if they set up again. If we go to PODD, getting a smackdown today, boy, and that goes here on the month. 2 up by taking out the highs, 2 down. Boom, down it goes, and we'll see if that sets up again. It was a little fast. Not sure if there's news on that or what was going on. Market's still trying to firm up here, folks. And if we go to Shop, and Shopee, once again, was another one of those big names that didn't move yesterday when the market was going up. So we were looking at that one on the downside as well. Now starting to firm up. We might get some inside 60s here. If we go to SPY here, you can see still trying to firm up as an inside 60 or take that out. Once again, it did its job. It stopped everybody out by going into new lows, right? And then we don't know, all right? If you go back to 30, here you can see on here, outside 30, by taking out both sides, the 2 down, and then boom, 3-2-2 back up. So SPY trying to firm up off of that. If we go to Tesla's, and Tesla's on the week, the 2 down by taking out the low, the 2 up, 2-2 reversal on the week coming in, so we can see if it's going to be weak enough to take that month, right? It hasn't done it yet, but you can see we had this broadening formation in here. Now the question, we're going to come down and test these guys down in there, but firming up with the market here. You can see on the 30, inside 30, the poke down, the coming back rev strat. All 3 of these 30s still in this bar, however, so we'll see how that goes. If we go to the CrowdStrike, hey, donut goes to the highs, and CrowdStrike inside day to the downside, taking out last month's low, so firming up with market, but we'll see. If we go to ZS, and ZS, the 3-1-2, the outside day by taking out both sides, the inside day, and down she goes. Outside weak here, and that triggers this here. Once again, outside bar by taking out these guys, 2 up, 2 down. So there's a lot potentially left on the downside here for the CrowdStrike. If we go to SQ, and Tandem going to the highs. So sometimes all it takes is one. But we'll see how firm this market gets. And SQ, smoked here. Remember, taking out last month's lows last month and still taking all these guys out. As well as SI. So some of these Bitcoins having some problems. Still an inside month, and so we'd get more trouble if you can take that out. And we go to Riot Blockchain here, just having some issues here. Still an inside month though, so we'll see. If we go here, all right, just keeping an eye on these broader averages. Remember, we're going to keep an eye on those monthlies going forward because we've got a lot of month left, and sometimes it might take them a while to set back up after getting such a smackdown here, but we'll see. APP, what's going on here, boy? APP rallying back, no big deal there. I'm just going to take another look around. All right, I think that'll do it. So, yeah, we got big tech problems so far. Like I said, in the SMH, you still are nowhere near monthly signal, but a lot of these other ones are, and we're going to have to take a look in the weekend vid. So I hope everybody had a great week and has an even better weekend. I'm Rob Smith, Smith of the Black, with Strat Time Report.